What is the statute of limitations for wrongful death in Arkansas? If your family is grieving a preventable loss, knowing the deadline to act can protect your right to seek compensation. In Arkansas, the statute of limitations for most wrongful death claims is 3 years from the date of death. That means the lawsuit usually must be filed within 3 years after the person dies, not necessarily within 3 years of the accident or incident that caused the fatal injury. If the death happens days, weeks, or months after the original injury, the filing clock begins on the date of death. Filing late can cause the court to dismiss the case even if the evidence is strong. A wrongful death claim is a civil action brought after a person dies because of someone else's negligent, reckless, or intentional conduct. Arkansas law generally requires the personal representative of the estate to file the claim. If no personal representative has been appointed, the heirs at law may file the claim directly. Eligible beneficiaries can include the surviving spouse, children, parents, brothers, sisters, and certain people who stood in loco parentis to the deceased or to whom the deceased stood in loco parentis. It is important to include all eligible beneficiaries because Arkansas courts have dismissed wrongful death claims when an heir at law was omitted. The deadline can change when the death involves medical malpractice. In those cases, Arkansas applies a 2-year deadline measured from the date of the negligent medical act rather than the date of death. There is also a limited exception when a foreign object left in the body could not reasonably have been discovered within the normal 2-year period. Some circumstances can pause or extend the normal filing deadline. When a claimant is a minor, the statute of limitations may be paused until the child turns 18, which can allow filing until age 21 in certain wrongful death claims. If the defendant leaves Arkansas or hides to avoid service, the statute of limitations may stop running during that period. Arkansas law also provides an extended deadline when the person who caused the death is convicted of capital murder, first-degree murder, or second-degree murder. A lawyer can help determine whether one of these exceptions applies to your family's case. Arkansas wrongful death cases can include both a family claim and an estate claim in the same lawsuit. These claims may seek compensation for medical bills, funeral and burial costs, lost income, loss of companionship, grief, and mental anguish. Arkansas generally does not cap compensatory damages in wrongful death cases because the state constitution prohibits laws that limit recovery for injuries resulting in death. Comparative fault can reduce compensation if the deceased was partly responsible, and recovery is barred if the deceased was 50% or more at fault. Wrongful death claims can arise from car accidents, truck collisions, medical errors, defective products, and workplace accidents. Early steps like obtaining the death certificate, preserving medical records, requesting incident reports, identifying the personal representative, and consulting an attorney can help protect the claim before time runs out. An attorney can begin investigating the facts, identifying responsible parties, and preparing the case while evidence is still fresh. A lawyer and a law firm can also help families navigate probate issues and filing requirements that may affect the timing of the lawsuit. If you have questions about the filing deadline for a wrongful death claim in Arkansas, Gates Law Firm PLLC is a law firm you can contact at 501-779-8091, located at 2725 Cantrell Road, St. 200, Little Rock, Arkansas, 72202, United States.